The Cincinnati Bengals head east in search of win number 1. They'll be taking on the Jets, who are looking to collect some more receipts for their head coach.
I'm taking receipts.
Did not think we'd be talking about Joe Flacco before Joe Burrow in this one. What do you want me to do? The Flackster last week looked, dare I say it, elite?
Unbelievable!
Game winner, one of 4 TD passes he threw. No one picked him. 307 yards, rating of 110.7.
I don't know what anybody was talking about, baby!
He owes some of that success to his big uglies. Jets O-line enters this contest puffing its chest a little, only allowed 2 sacks and 4 QB hits to the Myles Garrett-led Browns pass rush.
That's tough.
Jets O-line versus Bengals pass rush. New York has the upper hand based on week 2. Cincinnati only got to Cooper rush once. Dallas's line the week before was a mess too. Bengals secondary needs their front to turn up the heat in week 3. Without it, they gave up a 95.5 rating to rush, a TD, no picks. It wasn't a disaster, but no splash plays. And Houday was expecting some, because it was Cooper rush. No disrespect, I'm sure.
Cooper Rush, he's a gunslinger, Jim.
Looks like Cincinnati's DBs first have to worry about wide receiver Garrett Wilson. Flacco targeted him 14 times, 5 more than anyone else. 8 catches, 102 yards, found the paint twice.
Wilson, touchdown!
He will likely see a lot of Chidobe Awuzie. You hear his name pronounced so many different ways.
Awuzie.
No matter, he's played great in both their games last week, in on 8 targets, only 3 receptions, 45.8 rating against. New York's run game, their X factor. 20 carries as a team last week. Michael Carter had 7, didn't do much with his. Rookie Breece Hall had 7 as well, but picked up 50 yards.
Breece Hall.
Bengals run defense they face, 3.5 allowed to Ezekiel Elliott last week, 4.8 allowed to Tony Pollard. Bengals ball now. Jets are facing an offense that has some issues to correct. The clearest, pass protection. Burrow got planted 7 times in week 1, then 6 more times against Dallas in week 2. So it's still a problem, I guess?
It's tough to say.
Maybe this week he has more time. Jets don't have any TJ Watts or Micah Parsons. New York's pass rush only got to Jacoby Brissett once.
Brissett is crunched.
Regardless, their secondary played better in week 2 than week 1, but they still allowed Brissett to post a 98.9 rating, 8.5 yards per attempt allowed. Now they get Burrow.
Intercepted!
Had all those INTs against Pittsburgh, then only throws for 199 yards and 89.9 rating. Only 5.5 yards per attempt. That's not Burrow ball. He had all his buddies available too. An elite cornerback made things tough on Jamar Chase, who only had 5 catches on his 9 targets for 54 yards.
Boy, what a stop. DJ
Reed probably gets the Chase job. He's been really tough to beat in their first 2 games. T. Higgins, threat number 2 on the outside. He had their 1 TD.
Touchdown!
But 6 catches on 10 targets isn't great. Pour some sauce on it, right, New York? Gardner, New York's prized rookie cornerback, he started his season well. Last week gave up 43 yards on 4 receptions, 5 targets. Did knock a ball down. Bengals' run game is also an X factor. Joe Mixon is coming in cold. 3 yards per carry in game 1, 3 yards per carry in game 2. Jets, the team he breaks out against, Nick Chubb hit him for 5.1 a run last week, Kareem Hunt 4.5. Lots of early season NFL games seem to end up in the upside down, but that's only because we think last year was right side up. Which team comes out on top? Bengals going to get on the board, or is Gang Green going to pull in some more receipts for Robert Saleh?
I'm going to be more than happy to share them with all of y'all when it's all said and done.
I'm sure our picks board will have some names for him to write down. Will yours be one of them too? Log your projections in the comments section.